It is Greyhound football in the first home football game of the year at legendary Greyhound Field, and it's the Newport Greyhound and the Lonoke Jackrabbits in the last of the non-conference schedule. David Black, Hayden Schultz, Ben Black, and again Josh Nation on the call for you. Up in classification, the Newport Greyhounds are again playing a 4A Lonoke school, but guys, obviously a team that has been in our conference and had a lot of history with these guys. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend. Hayden, a football game that could be winnable for either one of these teams.
Absolutely, and like you said earlier, a team that was in our conference, I believe, 2 years ago. So both teams know each other, know what our tendencies are as far as offensively and defensively. So it should be a pretty good showdown tonight.
And we want to remind everybody the pregame show brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates at 2803 Van Dyke Road in Newport, and always supporting the Newport Greyhounds and giving back to the community, and we thank Arkansas Steel Associates. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff. Ben Black, should be an exciting football game.
Yes, sir. We're looking for it to be a real exciting football game. I'm excited to be back at legendary Greyhound Field, my home. This will be my first game to broadcast here. With such just rich tradition and deep roots, and like I said, we've played these guys for several years. We know it's going to be a good game. It always is.
Well, when you play Lonoke, you expect to see a lot of speed. They're they kind of mirror the Newport Greyhounds. They won't be real big up front, but they'll get after you, and they have a lot of speed, Hayden.
Absolutely, and always you can go back and look at time and time again. Lonoke always has tremendous athletes. They always have. When you see those guys and you watch them on film, I mean, you can just tell that they've got athletes. And a guy Blake Mack, a guy like that, and he's playing professional football now. And you know, Lonoke is like a mirror to Newport.
Yeah, it helps when you have the players, when you have the athletes.
Absolutely.
The Hounds will receive the football. Lonoke won the toss and elected to defer, so they'll get the football to start the second half. We're about 2 minutes away. I want to remind everybody, WRMC Medical Complex in Newport at 2200 Malcolm Avenue, Suite A. Their phone number is 512-2560. Weekend clinic, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The White River Health System, the care you need where you need it at WRMC Medical Complex in Newport. Newport Greyhounds, Zaywin Smith, Alex Emery, and, of course, 32 Pruitt, the captains for the Newport Greyhounds. All right, we're trying to get everything straightened out here in the booth, make sure that we're all right. But Hayden, a football team in Lonoke, they're 1-1. We're 1-1. It's just tell us a little bit about what you know about these guys.
Lonoke, I believe they played Carlisle and BB, a team, you know, a powerhouse, and they like to run right at you like a Pottsville team that we played earlier in the year. And then I think they pretty much handled Carlisle pretty easily. And talked to Coach Hinsley a little bit, and they've got some speed on this team. One was a wide receiver last year, going to go to the quarterback position. Got him listed at a 4.3 40. So, I mean, that right there will tell you something about a guy's speed. Coach Hinsley just bragged on their skill guys. They're very well coached, and they're going to get after it.
Yeah, no doubt they're going to get after us. They're going to be another tough. As you said, they mirror Newport a lot. Just, you know, good athletes all over the field and got tremendous speed, plenty of speed. So we're just going to have to play them close and play good, clean ball, as Brian Prince would say.
Well, everybody remembers Randy Moore and the Moore brothers and Roger Moore, the youngest of the group. And Roger, I met in the stands a while ago, and I didn't recognize him. He told me who he was. He told me that his son is the head football coach for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. So congratulations to him. And I just saw Randy and his wife come up in the stands, and they'll be sitting over here for a little while, probably throughout the course of the contest. But, well, that's pretty exciting to, you know, you have some Greyhound blood even on the Lonoke sideline there in some form or some fashion. We're going to play 12. We're going to play 4 12-minute quarters, and always turnovers are important, guys. But more importantly, you're taking care of the football, making plays when you got to make plays on both sides of the ball.
Hey, Coach Hinsley talked about that Monday. I talked to him, and pre-snap penalties and post-snap penalties. He talked a little bit about that. We had a lot of penalties at Greene County Tech, and a lot of it was just being aggressive.
Well, and I hope tonight also that we have the opportunity to work 7 times on our kickoff team. We had some problems last week, but that, you know, it's good when you have some problems and you notice that you gave up some touchdowns because that means you scored.
That's exactly right.
Want to remind everybody the kickoff is brought to you by the Mark Martin Automotive Group. Make sure you kick off your fall with great savings on a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. 450 vehicles in stock. Check markmartinautomotive.com. Here we go, and it's an onside kick to
and
start.
It's going to go over our heads, and Lonoke's going to recover the football.
Ball recovered by Lonoke. It just got a good bounce, good Lonoke Jackrabbit bounce, and we weren't able to come down with it.
And I know that's disgusting right there because Coach Hinsley always emphasizes on the three phases of the football game. You got your offense and you got your defense, and then also special team plays a big vital role in the games.
Oh, no doubt special teams can make or break you. We've seen it happen time and time again.
Tremendous field position for these guys to get their first drive already in Greyhound territory, 43-yard line.
Clock at 11:23 and continues to roll here in the start of the first quarter.
Justin Simmons, Alex Emery, and Zane Watkins going to be that front empty set for the Jackrabbit. Here's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's got time. He's going to flush out of the pocket. He's just going to keep it and run out of bounds.
Boy, he just took his time, stepped up, got out of the pocket, and took off. Saw some green and gain of about 8 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 2.
Great coverage right there by the secondary, and when you play good coverage like that, you only bring 4 guys to the ball, and the guy just scrambles.
Yeah, you know, it's a good problem to have sometimes when you've got everybody played well, and we just got to make a play. Little confusion in the Lonoke backfield.
Here's the snap. We're going to fake the handoff. Quarterback
keeper.
Slips in the backfield.
6 on the play. Brings a 3rd down and 8.
And what a break right there for the Newport Greyhound defense.
Yeah, that guy, he couldn't keep his feet under him. I never played on much AstroTurf, but the few times I have, I didn't really like it at all. Just couldn't get dug in there, you know.
It's not like that good grass.
It ain't nothing like that good grass, is it?
This is a huge football play already here in the football game. Look at all 11 players looking at the signals from the offense. Will Lonoke try to throw the football here on 3rd and long? And
Flag on the play.
We'll have a false start right there on the Jackrabbits.
And the clock will stop at 10 minutes here in the first quarter.
no scoring, go from a 3rd down and 8 to a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, you're limiting your playbook when you get those penalties like that.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. He's flush. He's just going to throw it up. He's got a man open, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line for the Jackrabbits.
You know, just a good passing catch there by Lonoke. The guy just found some space, got open, and worked his way down almost to the goal line. It'll bring up 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line.
What a bullet.
9:18 to go. Sorry, Hayden, go ahead.
What a bullet by that quarterback right there. Here's the snap. Hand off to the right. He's going to get end zone. Touchdown, Lonoke.
Just a nightmare first drive here for Lonoke. And they kicked the onside kick, recovered in Greyhound territory. One long pass and a couple runs, and man, they just scored, you know, too quick.
Well, you get the 3rd and 13, and they throw it down the field, and you just split 2 defenders, and a perfectly executed play by Lonoke. The extra point kick coming, and it is good. But it all started with the kick, and things went downhill from there. So Lonoke quickly out to a 7-0 lead. We've played less than 3 minutes, and Lonoke on top.
And you know, you just got to go back out there and just calm down, catch your breath, and start from scratch. That one's over with, and we just got to move forward and make a play.
42 Sports, Alan Russell, Facebook Media, supporting all smaller school classifications. Look them up on Facebook at 42 Sports. And Sam's Diner. I kept talking about the bright yellow building down in downtown Newport. They've actually painted the building. It's no longer yellow. So, but anyway, go visit with, oh, here come the footballs. I hope to catch one. The Lonoke cheerleaders throwing footballs up here. Sam's Diner, plate lunches, 5 days a week, breakfast and lunch. From chicken fried steak to meatloaf to hamburger steak to barbecued pulled pork, breaded pork chops, roast beef, chicken, and dressing. They have it all during the wake. And another Mark Martin Automotive kickoff coming right up.
Jackrabbits will kick it deep to Theron Davis. Theron will get it around the 10-yard line. Theron Davis up the middle. And a big hit right there, and he's brought down around the 22-yard line.
Well, that was a solid hit from the Lonoke Jackrabbits there. That guy just put his shoulder down and laid out and hit there and there. We'll shake that off and get this offense rolling.
We knew coming in this game, Lonoke, you know, anytime you play Newport, you're going to circle them, and you always want to beat the Greyhounds, especially when you got a chance to come and do it on the road.
Well, this will be a good football game. Hounds have their work cut out.
Hounds will go empty set themselves. 1st and 10, ball at the 22. Zaylin in motion. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash is checked down. Theron Davis. Great catch right there. Theron Davis going to be brought down.
Boy, Cash really put that ball on the money. I enjoy watching that kid play football and watch him throw it around.
Theron will get us to the 38. It'll get a first down for the Greyhounds.
8:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Lonoke leads at 7-0.
Greyhounds will go no huddle. Here's the snap. We'll go to Theron Davis. Theron Davis trying to get outside, cuts it back up. And there is a flag on the play.
I would assume it's holding.
Gideon Ball, Connor Prince, Alex Emery, Zane Watkins, and Hunter Hurst getting the start tonight for the front guys in the trenches.
Those are the guys doing the work. They have to say, don't worry about the wagon. Don't worry about the mule, just load the wagon. I butchered that one.
Well, the Hounds get a big holding penalty there. Backs them up inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So 1st and 20 with the ball on the, what'd you say?
29.
29.
Here's a snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash flushed in the pocket. He's going to be brought down for a sack.
Just tremendous penetration there. Lonoke penetrated our offensive line and just got back there and rushed Cash, and he didn't have time to go through his progression and just come away with a sack there. 2nd down and 23, maybe. Can't really see the sidelines from here.
Here's a snap. We'll go Monquell up the middle. Monquell Cox going to be brought down for a short gain.
Just a dive play there to Monquell. Played well by Lonoke.
Guy going to wash some blood off his leg, it looked there. Bring up a long 3rd down for the Hounds.
Hero Appreciation Night. We'll talk more about that later on in the broadcast and tell you about the awards and the presentations that we've had tonight and what's coming up at halftime.
Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash has got time. Cash steps up in the pocket. Cash is going to be brought down once again by the Jackrabbits. Tremendous coverage right there. Just didn't have anybody open.
You know, like you said earlier, Hayden, these guys, as everybody does, circles Newport. We have a target on our back, and when they come here to play, they know that they've got their work cut out, so they're prepared physically, mentally, and it's just, I've seen a lot of teams, decent teams, come in here and play great.
Craig Falwell going to be the long snapper for the Greyhounds. Cash Forster to punt. High snap. Cash is going to handle it. There's the punt, and he gets it off, and it's a good one. It's going to take a Newport roll. The Hounds will let it just roll.
Now, it's so important for the Hound defense to come out here and get a stop right here and get some of this momentum back, because since the opening kickoff, it's been all of Lonoke, and we've only played a half a quarter. Clock is supposed to stop, and it has not stopped. Now it does.
But like you said, no doubt the momentum is in favor of Lonoke since the very first snap. It's got a lot to overcome, but hey, we can do it.
Athletic events are like that. There's lots of momentum swings. There's ups and downs. It's a roller coaster, and we just need a good stop here.
Here's the snap, and they'll go handoff up the middle And he's hit. Great job by the Greyhound. Julius Pruitt going to be there first.
Defended perfectly by the Hound defense there.
Zane Watkins and Alex Emery getting in on that. And that was a big lick right there by Julius Pruitt.
Looks like they may have lost one, I guess, where they're going to spot him. I thought he was a little further back than that. But actually, no, it gain of nothing there.
Bad Boy Mowers collision of the week. We'll look for that throughout the contest and remind you that Coach Hinsley will join us at the end of the football game for the Subway Coaches Report and the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game. Ball on the 31.
There will be a flag. It just looked like there was a no snap. Center mishandled it.
Big Alex Emery in there causing some confusion.
Yeah, and it'll be a false start on Lonoke.
Take a second down at 15.
I've never seen that happen before.
No?
What did happen?
Just didn't snap it. I think that he tried to snap it. It just did not come out.
Well, when you got those three guys coming at you full speed every play, it's easy to get distracted.
Bring up 2nd and 15 for the Jackrabbits. Ball at the 26-yard line.
4:46 to play in the quarter, 7-0 Lonoke.
Here's the handoff, and he's got a hole. He breaks the tackle, and then Spencer Murphy's going to finally bring him down.
Gain of about maybe 2 there.
On the 32-yard line. Third down and 10.
Make it 3rd and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Generous spot for you, man. Monquell Cox, Julius Clark, J.T. Haynes, Julius Pruitt, Clemmy Alcorn, James Dixon, good to see him out there, and Zaywin Smith, and also Spencer Murphy at secondary. Here's the handoff. He's going to try to hit a stiff arm, and Alex Emery, big Alex.
Boy, that's what you like to see right there from your defensive line. Just break through, penetrate, and get back there man-to-man, make the tackle.
Alex Emery is a load to deal with, I promise you.
Well, he's been manhandling his guy all night.
Hounds trail 7-0, 3:40 to play here in the first. And a big defensive stop.
Just what the doctor ordered. Julius Clark going to be deep for the Greyhounds. Here's the punt. And it takes a good roll for Lonoke, and it's going to roll right to the 31-yard line, or 36-yard line.
37-yard line.
And the Hounds will take over right there in the MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, White River Health Systems up in Batesville, and satellite stores throughout northeast and north central Arkansas, including those right here in Newport, Arkansas. Dr. J.D. Allen, Dr. Jeff Angel, Dr. Dylan Carpenter, and now Dr. Wesley Greer recently performed the first robotic-assisted knee replacement in northeast north central Arkansas. World-class technology at MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic.
Here's the snap. We'll give it to Monquell up the middle. Monquell is going to be stopped for a gain of 2.
I always, as a lineman, I always watch the offensive line, and I enjoy watching those guys go at it like that.
That's where the action is.
That's where the action's at.
And both teams not oversized. I mean, they're just going to be in there and be gritty. Here's the snap. We'll go Monquell up the middle again. Monquell Cox going to fight for the extra yards.
Boy, tough running there after he got hit the initial contact. Ball will be at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 2 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Hounds trail 7-0.
Here's the snap. Cash Forster going to look to pass. Cash is going to throw it. And he's got a man. Great catch right there. First down for the Greyhounds. J.T. Haynes.
Well, that's a big first down there. Again, Cash just puts it on the money. Perfect timing as he was just turning in his route. He received the football, and man, that's just perfect pass and catch there.
These guys have all 11 of their guys within 6 or 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
There's the snap. Monquell trying to get outside. Monquell put the stiff arm. Monquell still outside. Great job right there by Monquell to get something out of nothing.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing there. He just kept running with that guy. laterally across the field. And when he saw his chance, boy, he just shot up and got what he could get.
Give him a gain of 2, make it 2nd and 8 for the Greyhounds.
1:24, and the clock is rolling here in the first quarter.
Theron Davis going to check into the ball game for the Greyhounds. Here's the snap. Cash is going to look to pass. Cash has got time. Cash is going to throw it. He's got Julius Clark. Julius Clark, great catch on the sideline. Julius Clark tiptoes, and he's still on his feet. Julius Clark won't go down. Julius Clark finally knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Golly, check that guy's footwork. He was doing a dance right there, evading the Lonoke Jackrabbit defense. And man, that is awesome to watch there. What a pass and catch from Forrester to Clark.
Phenomenal. That's
phenomenal.
Phenomenal is all I can say.
Awesome.
We'll be at the 9-yard line. I think the scoreboard has it at the 8, but I think it's at the 9.
We'll go Wildcat. Theron at quarterback. Theron's just going to keep it up middle. Theron Davis still on his feet. He's going to get an end zone. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Touchdown, Hound.
Great answer by the Hounds. Great answer. The big defensive stand, the stop that we had, the big play by Alex Emery coming off the not-so-good series prior to that, key to that particular drive. They had to punt. We got pretty good field position, and what a pass from Cash down to Julius. That was excellent. Extra point coming.
Rolando Noguez for the extra point. Kick is up. It is right down the middle. Rolando Noguez.
Greyhounds covering a lot of real estate right there. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. Check us out at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young, and now Amanda Reynolds at 732 Malcolm in Newport to acquire your real estate. Give them a call at 870-523-5100. Wow, an answer by the Hounds, a good defensive series, a good offensive series, and it's one of those up and downs, as we said, the roller coaster. The Hounds were kind of down a little bit. Now they're back up. Now we have a little momentum. Play a little defense here.
Absolutely. I love the play calling right there on that drive. John Bradley just dialing up. And Greene County Tech, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the best game I've seen him call since he's been here. That was just, he kept Greene County off balance. Just the deception with the jet sweeps, and we ran the Wildcats and Cash going out. It just kept them off balance.
Yeah, we had a 3rd down and short, ran the quick out play, which was so successful to us last week, and then we come right back to the long one down the sideline to Julius. MarkMartinAutomotive.com, 450 pre-owned vehicles. Check them out on the website. For the automobile of your dream, we thank Mark Martin Automotive for sponsoring our kickoffs.
Getting a little coaching here from the referee to the kicker.
Have no idea what he's telling him here.
He's telling him, you better kick it and kick it far.
I mean, I really don't. I have no idea what he would have to come out there and tell the...
I honestly think he was on the wrong side of the field and he was trying to get over here.
He was taking a breather.
And there's the kick for Londo Noguez right around the 22. And Lonoke's got a hole.
Ooh, what
a big hit right there.
Number 18. Big Gavin Tarwater on a big hit.
Boy, it was a big hit. We look for those hits. The bad boy mowers.
Bad boy hit.
Bad boy, you a bad boy. We thank Bad Boy Mowers. Look at badboymowers.com to find a dealer near you. Clock continues to run, and it should not run. I don't know who's running the clock tonight, but the clock always stops on a kickoff or a punt. On change of possession like that, the clock always stops. The official signals it to stop. And we'll have to get it worked out. The officials are going to go over and talk to Coach Hines and say, look, that's the 2nd time it's happened. We're going to have to add some time back on the clock here. Maybe as much as 30 seconds. Gives me time to talk about Robert Turner, your financial advisor for Edward Jones, number 62 in your program and number 1 in your heart. Robert Turner at 2802 Stegall Road. Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care, professional vision care, and eye health care. Latest styles of name brand glasses, name brand sunglasses, selection, and guaranteed contact lens success program. They put 40 seconds back on the clock and we're ready to go.
Here comes motion, and they're just going to go jet sweep Julius Clark. Great job, Julius Clark, getting off his block and coming to make that tackle.
Just that guy's such an athlete, man. He can run, he can move, he can jump, he can catch.
62 on the play.
Well, Julius made two decisions. He made a decision to go outside, made the guy cut inside. Then he made the decision to come back inside and made the tackle. So excellent football play there by Julius Clark.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Jackrabbits, and it looks like they'll take the quarter.
About what we expected here in the first quarter. Good, tight football game. Both teams having a touchdown in the quarter, and pretty good defensive stand by the Hounds the last time out. Farmers Tire Mart, 1501 Malcolm Avenue, where the rubber meets the road. Tires for cars, trucks, trailers, tractors, ATVs, lawnmowers, you name it. Mobile service available. Give them a call at 523-6735. And the Bank of England Mortgage Company, Kenny Thaxton. If you're looking for a home loan, want to buy a home, don't know where to start, well, you've got one picked out, but you don't have any money. Well, let me tell you what, you start with Kenny Thaxton at the Bank of England Mortgage Company. He is the guy that can get you your dream home. Give him a call at 495-3931 or on a cell phone at 501-590-3346. Kenny Thaxton, Bank of England Mortgage Company. And NEDC, the Newport Economic Development Commission, and watch their programs each and every month on Facebook and on our Business Spotlight program. John Chadwell gives you the latest updates of what's going on in the financial world at NEDC, the Newport Economic Development Commission. Guys, 1 down, 3 to play. We're right where we were where we started, only both teams have some statistics and a score on the board.
I just looked up, and that crowd looks awesome tonight.
Huge crowd for the Hounds, no doubt.
You always like to see the stands full. It's good as a player, and it's good as a fan.
Here's the snap. They'll just go quarterback keeping to the right. Great block by that kid, that lead blocker, the running back that we faked to.
Well, the quarterback just faked the handoff and took down the sidelines, and Hounds haven't had an answer yet. So
it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Jackrabbits.
7-7, we're tied up.
I can hear Randy C. over there trying to get these Greyhound fans into this big 3rd down.
He does a great job. Does a great job
at anything he does.
Yes, he does.
There's the snap, and they'll go dive up the middle, and he will have the 1st down. He tackled by James Dixon.
That's just a simple play there. Just run it and get what you can get. 11:39 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The ball is on the 42-yard line.
First and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Quarterback really deep for the shotgun. Here's the snap, and they'll go handoff, and he's hitting the backfield once again. Who else? Alex Emery. And we got a flag over here, and it looks like it's going to be on Lonoke.
We'll take it.
And it came after the play. It looked like he grabbed Julius Clark's face mask.
I hope it is a dead ball foul because we'll get a loss. And it is a dead ball, so it'll be a personal foul against those guys, and you move it from where the loss occurred.
Back them all the way back to the 41. 1st and 27 now for the Jackrabbits.
Now you got to play hard here. Play hard here.
That's right. Take advantage as the defense here with them in such horrible field position and make a play.
And they lose the down, so it'll be 2nd down.
There's the snap. Quarterback drop back, looking to pass. Hounds bring pressure. Justin Simmons going to get him, and it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 27.
A little frustration being shown from the Lonoke quarterback.
Great pressure by the Hounds there.
That's right. We just seem to be dominating that front right there right now.
3rd and long right here 3rd and 27 for the Jackrabbits.
11 minutes remain here in the second quarter. Our score is tied at 7.
And the clock continues to run once again.
Having some issues with the clock.
If you've never done it before, it's a difficult job to do.
Quarterback going to drop the pass. Alex Emmer's going to give him pressure. He's out of the pocket. He just throws up a Hail Mary. Monquel Cox is there for coverage, and it's an incomplete pass.
Played well by the Greyhound defense. We had 3 guys there. I believe Monquel jumped up and tipped the ball. A big time stop there for the Hounds.
It was 4th and long, and those guys go for broke and almost made a play. It was great coverage by the Hounds. And the clock stops at the 10:49 mark of the quarter. We're tied at 7.
Julius Clark deep for the Greyhounds for the punt. Here's the snap. And it's going to be a good kick, going to hit right at the 40. It's going to take a Greyhound bounce. And it'll be down at the 41-yard line.
What presence of mind by Julius Pruitt not to rough the kicker.
Absolutely.
It looked like he might have had an opportunity to block. Once he got it in his mind, he said, well, I can't block this thing, so I'm not going to try, and I'm certainly not going to rough the punter, which would have been a big penalty.
Especially on a 4th and 27 there.
So first down for the Hounds at their own 41-yard line. Come on, offense, let's go.
Monquel Cox in at the tailback position for your Newport Greyhounds. Here's the snap. We will go to Monquel. Monquel's got a hold. Monquel Cox going to be brought down to the 43-yard line, gain of 2.
They'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for your Hound offense.
Unity Healthcare, Harris Medical Center, located at 1205 McLean Street. Tremendous emergency room, home health care, orthopedic services, pediatrics, podiatry services, and much, much more. You can Google Harris Medical Center, Unity Health.
Here's the snap. Cash Forrester going to look to pass. Cash surveying the field, and he's going to throw it incomplete.
I watched Cash go through his progression there, and he found each one of his receivers, and they were all covered well, so he kind of threw that one away, and rightfully so. Good play by Cash.
That's a difference in a young quarterback and an experienced quarterback. There was nothing there. So as opposed to taking a sack, just throw it up, throw it away. No need to try to force that one.
Hounds will go trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Hounds will go quick. Cash is going to roll out. We're going to throw the screen pass to Monquel Cox. Monquel Cox is hit at the 40-yard line. Will he be brought down? Monquel just could not get away from that guy.
Man, he had a lot of green in front of him, and if he could get his footing there, I believe he could have beat that guy. But, man.
Great play call.
Oh, beautiful.
Execution was there. It's just Monquel just got tripped up.
And you got to credit Lonoke right there. That 17, he played very disciplined football and did his job.
Yep, do your job. We hear Coach Hinesley say that week in and week out.
4th and 10 for the Greyhounds. Cash Forrester to punt. Good snap. Cash is going to get it off, and it's a booming one. Fielded around the 30, and he's going to get outside, and he'll get across to midfield.
Goes out of bounds at 49, where they'll mark it.
In Greyhound territory.
9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds are tied with Lonoke, the score of 7. The referees will have some discussion about something here. They're giving this guy, the umpire,
Back judge.
back judge.
He was back, but he was way back here on the wrong side.
Lonoke tries to go dead play there. Hounds do not fall for it. Looks like Clemmy Alcorn's going to bring some pressure here. Play clock running down, and they get the snap off, and they'll go hand off to the running back, and Julius Pruitt, and there comes Clemmy Alcorn. Played well right there by the Greyhounds.
You couldn't draw it up any better than that. Just a tremendous defensive play there by the Hounds. Third down, excuse me. Second down and 13. The ball is on the Lonoke Jackrabbit 48. 8 minutes and 36 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Hounds still tied with Lonoke at a score of 7.
Here's the snap, and they'll go back to 6 up the middle, and he'll take what he can get.
That play looked like it was designed to go outside, and he saw that we had it played so well, so he cuts it back and just got what he could get there. Bring up third down and 9. The ball will now be on the Greyhound 48.
Let's go defense.
7 minutes and 55 seconds. The clock continues to roll here in the second quarter.
Last time on third and long, of course, it was 3rd and 20-something. The guys in Lonoke went for it all.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. He's pressured.
I didn't see it.
He's just going to throw it up. There's a good hit right there, Julius Pruitt, but it's incomplete pass. Bring up 4th down.
Thought they might call a holding penalty.
I have noticed that guy holding a couple different holds out here when Lonoke is on offense.
I can't see anything, and I thought I saw it. What a big play by the Newport defense. Way to go, defense.
Hounds hold again. It's amazing how that momentum can change just by one play.
Good snap, and here's the punt. And a good end-over-end punt. We're just going to let it roll. And it's going to be marked inside the 10.
Ball looks to be about on the 8-yard line.
And great punt right there
and
for the Jackrabbits.
Oh, no doubt. Big time punt there. Got us starting back in our own end zone. We're going to have to work our way out. But I believe we have the ability to do that.
City of Newport, the Newport Recycling Center. They're open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Drop-off bins are available after hours. 217-0070 for Bonnie if you need any information at the Newport Recycling Center. George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game, Subway Coaches Show, and looking for the Bad Boy Mower Hit of the Week.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel. Monquel Cox still on his feet. Monquel trying to get outside. Played well by the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, they just were all over that one there. Monquel tried to stretch it outside, just couldn't get there. It'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like a loss of 2 on the play.
Second and 12.
6:51 remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds are tied at a score of 7-7 with the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
Here's the snap. Cash Forster going to look to pass. Going through his progression. Cash is going to throw it deep. He's got a man just overthrows JT Haynes.
Oh, man. Just one of those plays, you know, you're in your own end zone. You're kind of in a rush. You're feeling a little cramped, and you just, you know, can't throw it perfect every time.
I like the play call.
I do, too.
You can take it to the bank. JT Haynes catches that. There ain't nobody catching him.
Oh, he was fixed to go to the house, buddy. 6:38 to go here in the second quarter. Be 3rd down and 12 for the Hounds on our own 7-yard line.
Monquel motion. We'll go jet sweep. Monquel Cox. Monquel cuts it back up. Monquel Cox still on his feet. Monquel Cox fighting for those extra yards.
Just turning those legs and just hard-nosed football right there. That's great running by Monquel Cox.
On 3rd and 12, and they get enough for a 1st down, and it was because Monquel just had to find a hole, and then he broke a couple of tackles. That's just great running by Monquel Cox. It keeps Newport possession of the football with 6:20 to play here in the half. 7-7 our score.
Theron Davis checking into the ball game at tailback for the Greyhounds. Here's a snap, and we'll go to Theron. Great run right there. Theron Davis still on his feet. Theron Davis
Tough running.
That's tough running right there from Theron Davis. Clemmy Alcorn with a big block at wingback. He lined up at wingback on the far side.
Trying to get the chain set, and it looks like they had enough for the first down.
The White Hat seems to be a little bit frustrated at this point. And he starts the clock. It'll bring up 5:40 to go here in the second quarter.
Here's a snap. Cash going to look to pass. He's got Haynes and just through his hands.
Just couldn't come down with that one. Tough play there by the Hound offense.
But again, a strike by Cash Forster, and that's let me tell you what, a difficult pass to throw. Throwing against your body.
I've enjoyed watching him progress as he gets older from year to year.
Tremendous development.
He works at it.
Make it 2nd and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap, and we're going to go Theron Davis. Theron Davis going to try to get outside. Theron Davis has got room. Theron Davis is finally pushed out of bounds.
You just see that little extra burst of speed that kid has.
Now you see him running full blast, and then you see him really turn it on. Man, that guy can go.
3rd and long here.
3rd and 8 for the Greyhounds. Ball at the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Cash looking to pass. Cash is pressured. Stays in there. He's got a man wide open. JT Haynes. JT Haynes down the sideline. JT Haynes finally knocked out of bounds.
What a job by Cash to avoid the rush, step up in the pocket, and found a wide open receiver.
Just tremendous.
What a route.
Presence.
What a route.
We have a flag over here on the Lonoke sideline. More than likely going to be a sideline warning, and then one after the play when JT was pushed out of bounds.
On the Newport sideline, correct?
Yes. And once again, the clock started, stopped, and then we ran that play, and it only took us about 6 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a few adjustments.
There's the sideline warning, and then
personal foul
against the Jackrabbits.
Looks like a little shoving after the play over there on the Newport sideline. Hounds trying to go score, go up by a touchdown here.
Here's an interesting question, and let's see if they mark off any penalty here. I think they would. Certainly not offsetting penalties because it's a warning as opposed to a penalty. Yeah, they're going to mark it off. Be half the distance to the goal, somewhere down near the 12, 13-yard line maybe. So the Hounds with an opportunity here.
$5:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds are tied 7-7 with Lonoke. 1st down and 10.
Here's the snap. Cash and look to pass, and it's deflected.
That guy just made a good play. That D-back was all over it and knocked the ball down.
Didn't start. Clock.
The clock.
6 seconds.
Clock shouldn't have started when after a dead ball foul.
No, the clock would start
on the snap.
That's correct.
We'll get it all figured out.
Make it 2nd and 10, ball at the 13. Here's the snap. Cash going Monquel Cox. Monquel Cox is hitting the backfield. Big hit right there for the Jackrabbits.
Lonoke has a man down on the far side of the field.
So nothing the first couple of plays, an incomplete pass, and nothing for Monquel. 4:40 remaining in the half, 7-7. Hounds knocking on the door here, but big third down play coming up.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Cash is going to look to pass. They bring pressure, and he's got Zaywin Smith. Zaywin Smith holds on to it.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be short of a touchdown. But great hands right there for Zaywin Smith to hold on to that football.
What a route by Zaywin, and Cash threw that football where only Zaywin could catch it near the ground, and it was either going to have to bounce to him or going to be a perfect pass.
Big time throw and catch there by the Hounds.
We'll go Monquell up the middle. Monquell Cox, he is in the end zone. Touchdown Greyhounds.
Big time score there.
Now the clock's got to stop, and finally it does. Wow.
Greyhounds with the big 6 there before the second quarter expires. We've got 4:14 remaining in the second quarter.
Hounds covering some real estate. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. Bratcher Real Estate touchdown.
Craig Falwell snaps, Pitcher Murphy the hold, and Rolando Noguez the kick, and it is good. Newport Greyhounds 14, your Lonoke Jackrabbits 7.
See Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Caroline Young, or Amanda Reynolds at 732 Malcolm Avenue. Every touchdown brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew, and 2200 Malcolm Avenue. Convenient drive-through window, filling your prescriptions with generic drugs when possible to save you some money. They file your insurance and medical drug reports for you. True quality service. Norman Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhounds. And then El Puente Restaurant. Call in or drive through. The absolute best Mexican food there is in the world at El Puente Restaurant. Delicious lunch specials. Cheese dip is outstanding. Salsa is second to none. The service is absolutely marvelous at El Puente Restaurant. Come visit with your neighbors because everyone in town eats at El Puente. Mark Martin Automotive kickoff coming right up. Hounds lead 14-7 in this contest.
With 4 minutes to go, you come out and you get a 3 and out. You've got a chance to go up by 2 scores before the half. Lonoke will, they deferred, so they will receive the kickoff after halftime.
So an important 4 minutes right here. No doubt about it, Ben. No doubt about it.
Rolando Noguez to kick off for the Greyhounds. He will kick it deep. Right around the 16-yard line where we'll return it. Theron Davis, big hit. Theron Davis.
What a lick by Theron Davis. He gets down there one-on-one and makes a big bad boy mowers hit of the week.
Boy, he did that, my friend. Write it down. Write it down. Yes, sir. Big hit. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Both team with the full complement of 3 timeouts. Come on, defense.
Here's the snap. Quarterback bobbles it. He's just going to keep it, and he is hit by the Newport Greyhounds. Clemmy Alcorn. Justin Simmons going to be on that tackle.
Tackle made by 62, Justin Simmons.
Big Justin Simmons in there for some Greyhound defense action.
Getting him the start tonight. Hadn't started the first 2 games. Getting him the start on defense.
Playing well.
And that'll build the confidence, build your confidence when you get to start and you know you're starting. It gives you something to think about all week. Second down and 8 here for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Ball on the Lonoke 26. We've got 3 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds lead at 14-7.
Here's the snap, and they'll go dive once again. He's hit. Ooh, there's a big hit right there.
Big Jagger Robinson in there on a big lick.
There is a flag on the play. That's got to be the leader right now in the clubhouse.
Yeah,
that was a
no doubt.
And it's a holding on Lonoke, too. Jagger Robinson, a 10th grader coming in there, getting him some playing time, and that's a
bad boy hit right there.
Absolutely.
I've known Jagger for a long time. I deer hunt with his granddad and uncles. And, man, he's just a real quiet kid, real soft-spoken. But I like to see the aggression. His dad was my all-time favorite Greyhound, number 2, Renard Robinson.
He was a good one. He was a good one.
Second and long for the Jackrabbits. He's looking to pass. He's going to throw the screen. He's got the outside Monquel Cox. Great job, Monquel, to play his position there.
Monquel just broke down and made a tackle there. It was a big-time stop for him and the Greyhound defense. 2:41 remaining as the clock continues to roll here in the second quarter. Hounds lead at 14-7. Third down and about 20 for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Excuse me, that was enough for a first there. First down and 10.
No.
I can't see the sticks.
Third and 10.
Third and 10.
Third down and 10, excuse me.
Here comes motion to the far side. And Julius Clark, great job, Julius Clark.
Had a way to hang on, Julius. Big time stop there for the Hound defense.
See if the Hounds will use a timeout right here.
You would think that we would.
You would certainly think that we would.
Clock continues to move, no timeout yet.
And we haven't used one all night, so you would.
25-second clock has not been, they can run it down to 1:30 now. They'll be in no hurry to punt. They'll run another 17 seconds off the clock. Hounds could have had a
good
snap it with 10.
And a good punt to Clark. Julius Clark going to field around the 42. Julius Clark's got a seam. Julius Clark cross 50, and he's hit.
At about the 41-yard line. Clark was brought down. Good return there for the Hounds.
Hounds will have a minute 25 to work with in all three of their timeouts by not using the timeout. Lonoke with an error there, I think, by not running it down another 7 or 8, 9 seconds to punt the football there.
No doubt that was just free time they gave us.
And Ben, you called it, if the Hounds could defensively put up another stop, would have an opportunity to go up by a couple of scores here.
Hounds go empty, and he's got Clemmy Alcorn in right through Clemmy's hands.
That was a touchdown, guys.
Oh.
Just couldn't come down with the ball.
A little tall.
It was a little tall.
And you can see that Cash knows that he missed it, and that's on him. But I bet you Cash Forster makes it up right here.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of pressure right here in this situation. And you got a guy wide open. It always seems like those ones where they're wide open are the ones that are hard to complete.
Well, it was just a tremendous call by John Bradley. Put him in a formation that just had a guy just come wide open.
Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. Clemmy Alcorn's going to catch it, turn up the sideline. Clemmy Alcorn runs a guy over.
Woo. He lowered the boom on that guy. First down and 10. Ball will be set at the 28-yard line.
It goes out of bounds, so the clock should not start until the ball is snapped. 1:15 to play.
We're going to go empty once again. Got the trip sets to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash has got Theron Davis. Theron Davis, great hands. Theron Davis.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Greyhounds.
What a pass, what a route, what a call. I'm not so sure it wasn't the same play with Theron in the slot there running straight up, just straight down the field, and that time Cash put it on the money, and he came back to it 2 plays later, and the Hounds scored. Great call by John Bradley.
Hayden, you called it. You said Cash will make up for that one he threw a little high, and he sure did right there. I believe it was the same play.
I believe it was, and I'll ask Coach Bradley at the end of this game.
Well, it was wide open the play before.
Snap, hold, kick. Rolando Noguez, 3 for 3 on the night.
Hounds go up by 2 scores.
That touchdown was presented by Bratcher Real Estate, covering a bunch of real estate on that drive for another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. See Mary, Lauren, Carol Ann, or Amanda at 732 Malcolm Avenue. Their phone number is 523-5100. Way to go, Newport Greyhound. Dillinger Funeral Home is a family-owned business that spent more than 80 years putting people first and treating customers like family. We believe a well-planned ceremony warms the soul and illuminates the memory. That's why we strive to help every family create a special ceremony that reflects the life of their loved one. Dillinger Funeral Home, a commitment to caring. Merchants and Planters Bank, main office on 2nd Hazel Street, downtown Newport. Our bank of choice, Merchants and Planters Bank.
Minute 2 remaining here in the second quarter as we prepare for kickoff. The white hat is talking to someone on the Newport sidelines.
Newport still has 3 timeouts left, so does Lonoke. Be interesting to see what happens here depending on the kickoff and where the possession of the ball is. Will either one of these teams use any of their timeouts? Obviously, Lonoke wants to score.
They bumped the clock up to 109 now.
I would hate to know that I had to keep up with the clock. Tough job, especially if you've never done it.
Hound's got to play smart right here and don't give them a cheap one right here at half.
Absolutely right. I'm not so sure they don't kick short squib kick.
Yeah, burn as much as you can.
Rolando Noguez to kick for the Greyhounds. Here's the kick, and Rolando's going to kick it deep, and it's going to be fielded inside the 20. They're going to try to set up that wall, and that kid finds a hole, and then he's hit by his own player, and then Chris Reynolds
Return of 15 yards up to the 30.
will get credit for the tackle there.
Big lick
Number 8, Chris Reynolds.
by the Greyhound kickoff team there. Lonoke's going to start around the 34-yard line. First down and 10. 57 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Hounds lead 21-7 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
Here's the snap. Lonoke's going to look to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback still looking. He's going to try to keep it. He's met by Zane Watkins and Julius Clark there.
Second down and 7.
And Lonoke looks to be in no hurry here.
Clark, also 51, Zane Watkins in on the play.
Clock stopped. And moving again.
30 seconds and counting here.
Looks like Lonoke's just may run one more play, then take it into halftime.
Back up, guys. Have a little prevent here.
Here's the snap, and they're just going to go dive up the middle. Six is still on his feet, and he is brought down. Zane Watkins going to get the tackle.
First down, Lonoke.
Clock
First down.
stops to move the chains. And once they reset it, it should start again.
Justin Simmons in on the play.
Here we go.
The clock starts, and Lonoke will just let it go to half. Your Newport Greyhounds lead it here at half, 21-7 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll be back with second half action coming right up. Halftime performance, we didn't get an opportunity to film it, but it's Hero Appreciation Night, and man, what an outstanding night. We'll talk about three individuals that got some awards. Talk about Wardell Pennington and Jonathan Dunn and Luke Gons, and they had a Patrick Weatherford award presentation, honor of him, and Derek Ratliff was so honored to receive that. Boy, it's a very distinguished award. We'll talk more about that as the football game goes. We're just about ready to go. Mark Martin Automotive kickoff. MarkMartinAutomotive.com. 21-7 Hounds lead, and we are underway third quarter.
Rolando Noguez going to kick it again deep. Three's going to recover it at the 20. He's trying to get outside. Spencer Murphy misses the tackle, but there is a flag, and we're going to bring him down right around the 40. And then another flag coming late.
Chris Avalos, among other Greyhounds, on the tackle.
But we'll have to sort out the laundry, a couple of penalties. One very possibly could have been a face mask. We'll see. Holding against those guys. We'll take it from the 29. So a good start for the Hounds here in the third quarter, leading 21-7 to back Lonoke.
10-yard penalty back to the 19-yard line. The first and 10 Lonoke.
Back inside the 20 to the 19. First down and 10 for these guys. We need a defensive stop right here early and could make a statement right here the first two possessions, the first offensive possession for each team.
Yeah, this drive means a lot here. We talk a lot about momentum. If the Greyhounds can get a stop here and make them punt, the momentum will just continue on from where we left off in the first half. Mr. Bobby Tucker receives the tee at about midfield.
And he's to the 49. He's to the 50. He's to the 49 and out of bounds between the 49 and the 48.
First and 10. Here comes the snap. Just a simple dive. Julius Pruitt going to get the tackle.
19-yard line.
Swarm of Greyhounds.
Yeah, there were a
Orange Swarm.
Orange Swarm.
host of Newport Greyhounds on the tackle.
Multitude.
There was a bunch of them, too.
Must have been about 15 of them. They didn't get anything either.
But at Malvern in 95.
Yes.
Second and 10. Ball at the 19-yard line for the Jackrabbits. Here's the snap, low snap handled. Quarterback's flushed out of the pocket. Then he's going to throw a laser. Monquel Cox is right there. Monquel Cox going to pick it off. Monquel Cox outside. Julius Clark still blocking. Monquel still on his feet. Touchdown. Pick 6 for the Greyhounds. And that's a way to answer right there coming out of half.
58 seconds, and the Greyhounds intercept and take it in for 6. That is a huge, huge score for the Greyhounds to put us up by 3 scores.
Well, I thought we would see an offensive possession by each team, and depending on what happened, we didn't get to see an offensive possession, but a pick 6 by Monquel, 30-plus yards on the pick, 35, 36 yards on the pick for the touchdown. And boy, he wasn't going to be denied. He was not going to be denied. It's 27-7, and that's huge for the Newport Greyhounds.
One thing I've noticed about our backs, they run the ball, kick is up and kick is good, but we've got a flag on the play. But we run the ball with confidence. Our backs they get a hold of the ball and they know where they want to go with it. And I like that in a running offense.
The flag is for an illegal substitution, and they blew it dead. The Hounds can elect to take the penalty, have an option of going for 2. They can decline the penalty and kick just a normal field goal. I think that's what we'll do. Had to have another ball since the other one is somewhere over the rainbow.
Craig Falwell going to be the long snapper for the Hounds. Spencer Murphy going to be the holder. And Ronaldo Noguez, the kicker.
So we move it up 1.5 yards. It'll be shorter than a normal extra point.
Snap, hold, kick. Right down the middle, Rolando Noguez.
Monquel Cox covered the real estate then for another Bratcher real estate touchdown, and Oski and a pick 6. And after coming into the half 21-7, we talked about, remember when it was 14-7 and Ben made the statement, boy, if we could get a hold right here and then get the football back, we might go up by 2 scores by half. Lo and behold, we did that. And this, guys, when you're from Lonoke, you go into halftime, you got a football game, it's 21-7, you're getting the football. Your whole game plan is what we're going to do when we get the football after we drive it down there and cut the lead to a single touchdown. So now everything is different. Your whole game plan for the second half changes. It doesn't change much for the Hounds other than the Hounds get an extra 7 points and haven't been on offense yet. But obviously a huge, huge play for both teams. Bad for Lonoke, good for the Greyhounds. And again, the officials are talking to the kicker for some reason. I do not know why. I have no idea why he would have to stand there and talk to the kicker, but it's been a good crew.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I've never seen it either. We're ready to go. Mark Martin Automotive kickoff coming up.
Cash just going to squib it over the middle. Number 6 is going to try to return it for the Jackrabbits. He's still on his feet. He's going to get across midfield. Craig Falwell going to get the tackle for the Greyhounds.
Big Craig Falwell in there for a little stop on the kickoff team.
St. Michael's Place at 1311 North Pecan Street, Newport, 24-hour nursing home services facility with a restorative nursing program, short-term rehab and therapy, and long-term home-like environment. Beautiful remodeled building. Be sure to watch us on the Business Spotlight on Cable 15 TV. And go Greyhounds from St. Michael's Place.
Lonoke has the ball on about the 47, the Greyhound 47. First down and 10 with 10:54 to go.
Here's the snap, and they'll go handoff weak side. And here comes the Greyhound. Here comes that swarm.
I love the pursuit backside from number 53, Jagger Robinson, sophomore, in there getting him a little dose of it. He's acting like he wants to stick around and play a little bit.
Boy, and great hustle by Justin Simmons also. Boy, he came late. Got an assist in on the tackle. 10-20 to play third quarter. 28-7 the Hounds lead.
Give them 3 on the play, make it 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, low snap. Quarterback's going to handle it, throws a quick bullet. It is caught.
Executed well there by the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Just throw it, catch it, and fall down.
Bring up 3rd and short for the Jackrabbits. Look to go quick. Trips to the top of the screen. Here comes that dive. Here's the snap, and they will go dive. He's still on his feet after he breaks a tackle. Then he runs over, and he's going to get in the end zone, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is.
Well, they look like they were about to tackle one of our guys out there, and they're going to get caught for holding.
Lonoke fans are not happy about that one.
Jackson's Funeral Home, our family serving your family for many, many years. The Jackson's Funeral Home doing it the right way. Jan Jackson Maris and all of her family for many, many years taking care of folks here in Jackson County at the Jackson's Funeral Home.
Penalty was down the field, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Jackrabbits. Here's the snap, just a quarterback keep, and he's going to get the first down and more. Still driving his feet, going to be brought down right around the 31-yard line.
9:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Greyhounds lead it 28-7.
You know, today's agriculture has changed so much in planting and harvesting. In ASU Newport, you'll experience new technology with our mobile precision ag lab, farm management software, and guided tractor system. Learn more about this by going to asu.edu.com. Start your high-tech career today in agriculture at ASUN.
1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits, just a quarterback keep to the right, and he's going to be brought down. It looked like a busted play initially. The quarterback kind of just stood there and really didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, there was some confusion there in the Lonoke backfield. 9:01, the clock continues to roll. Bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Went on a diet Wednesday and Thursday.
Gained 3 pounds.
I got a little text on my phone. It said Sonic Blast were half price today. So I partaked in that particular deal last night.
Here.
Sonic Drive-In.
Handoff up the middle. Give him 1 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 7. Justin Simmons and a host of Greyhounds going to bring him down.
And there's no need to get a small blast. If you're going to get a blast. And then get you some extra whatever you get put in there. You know, like Oreo cookies. I got extra Oreo cookies in there. When I ate it, and I went, boy, this whole diet, I've been on a diet for 24. I blew the whole diet thing. I just blew it.
Couldn't
Boy,
get
it sure
back
was
on
good.
track, could you?
I'm back on track today. But I'm going to eat another one tonight.
Ball,
Go to the Sonic.
Ball at the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to keep Julius Clark just over pursue. Quarterback's going to stick it down and be tackled by Monquel Cox. Bring him down to 26, make it 4th and 4. Big 4th down right here for both teams.
Yeah, we need to stop. All last year and a lot this year, we've come up big on 4th down. And this is one of those times where you really just got to bow your back and not give them anything.
Randy C. getting that crowd fired up again. I love hearing it.
The Newport stands, as Hayden mentioned earlier, are full, so to speak. Lots of kids in the student section. What we got? Timeout Lonoke.
One gives us an opportunity to thank our Greyhound boosters, including Sam Nicholson Farms, for supporting Greyhound athletics for over 4 generations and more on the way. The Nicholson Family Farms. Lou Allen and Company, Lou Allen Family and Company for accounting services, tax prep and planning, management consulting services, and payroll, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street, and call 523-6764. Want to talk about something big that's going to happen here on October the 12th, and if you haven't heard about it, we're going to honor the 1968 undefeated Newport Greyhound football team here at legendary Greyhound Field. We're going to have a reception, a meet and greet for those guys at 5 o'clock over in the new lobby of the gymnasium, and then we'll have they'll come to the ball game. It's also a Greyhound alumni football game that night, but we're going to honor that 68 team. They were 10-0. Played in the last Thanksgiving Day football game. Hounds won that ball game 46-0 right here on legendary Greyhound Field to cap a 10-0 season. And during that season, the Hounds threw 5 shutouts defensively, and then in one game gave up 6, 7, and 7. So 8 out of the 10 games, it would either shut out or 7 points or less. One of the best defenses that Newport has ever had in the undefeated season. We're going to honor those guys. A lot of folks are going to show up, not only the team, but the cheerleaders, band members. Call John Pennington at 503.
Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to be looking to throw, and he's going to scramble the pocket. This kid's got speed, and he just throws, and he's got a man open. And we'll bring him down inside the 10-yard line.
Good pursuit there by the Newport defense. That quarterback, just athlete, made a play there. Scrambled until he's got a man open out here in the flats, and he brings the ball in, and the ball is down now at the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. 7:08 remaining. Clock continues to move. Hounds lead at 28-7 over Lonoke.
You'll say John's number is 503-0066.
First and goal for the Jackrabbits. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to keep it to the left. He's going to try to get in the end zone. And they will say touchdown Lonoke.
So Lonoke does on what their drive that they were supposed to do coming out the first drive of the half. So they put in a pretty good game plan and a pretty good plan to try to get them 6 points, but they got them after Newport scores a touchdown, so it was huge. The interception cut the lead to a couple of scores right here.
PAT's up, and it is good for Lonoke.
Greyhound boosters, including Glass Plus, located at 1110 Highway 367 North, handling residential, commercial, and automotive glass. We do mirrors, screen prints, picture framing, auto glass repair and replacement. Their number is 523-3505. And Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, auto, home, life, business renters. We're your shield, we're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue. B&T Batteries, Neil and Keith, the battery guys, located at 2400 Highway 367 North. You need a golf cart. They do batteries for golf carts, but they're also in golf cart sales. Got great deals on golf cart if you're in the market for one. But they handle all types of batteries for your automobile, your boat, your ATV, golf carts, you name it. They do it at B&T Battery. And the Doyle Farms, the Doyle Family Farms, saluting the Greyhounds. The Doyle family is extremely involved in the Greyhound program from Pee Wee to senior high hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farms. Another Mark Martin automotive kick coming up. If you're looking for a used inventory, a used vehicle, a truck, an SUV, a car, late model, they have over 450 in stock. Go to markmartinautomotive.com.
They will kick it deep. Theron Davis will field it at the 10-yard line. Theron Davis has got speed. Theron Davis trying to get outside. Theron Davis going to be brought down around the 30-yard line. Give him the 20 on the return.
Great return there by Theron. Saw a lot of green there, and then that kind of just closed there at the last second. Lonoke just made a good play. Excellent return. 6:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 28-14. We'll take over at about the 30-yard line.
Theron Davis in at the tailback position. Here's the snap, and we will go Theron on the ground. Theron Davis Far sideline, Theron Davis running the kid over. Theron Davis first down and more. Tough running, Theron Davis.
Big first down run there. He just demolished the secondary.
Mark him at the 43-yard line. Tough running, Theron, and also Monquel Cox tonight.
He just got that confidence when he gets the rock.
Theron will go in motion. Cash looking to pass. He's got Clark. And Clark is hit, and it's an incomplete pass.
Julius asking for a penalty.
It looked like they got him around the neck real good there.
Second down and 10 coming up with 6:16 to play in the third quarter. 28-14 our score in favor of the Hounds.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Theron up the middle. Theron Davis hitting the backfield.
It's a good job of penetrating by the Lonoke defensive line there. Give the guy credit. He made a great football play. 5:54. Clock continues to roll here in the third.
Make it 3rd and 10 for the Greyhounds now. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash has got time. He's got Clark over the middle. Julius Clark breaking the tackle. Julius Clark down the sideline. Julius Clark is pushed out of bounds right at the 29-yard line. First down for the Greyhounds.
Big first down there. Cash Forster to Julius Clark.
I believe the referee just dropped his flag. Was no call.
Cash is tall enough that he can see over the pocket, and once he gets in the pocket, he can see over the line of scrimmage. Saw Julius just a little quick cut inside. Little dig route.
5:33. Clock continues to roll in the third.
Here's the snap. We'll go Monquel Cox up the middle. Monquel Cox still fighting to get those extra yards.
Just fighting tooth and nail for extra yardage there. Good job, Monquel. Bring up second down and about 5.
Connor Prince with a pancake block.
Give him some syrup. Cash Forster went to the sideline talking to Coach Bradley about what he thinks we should call right here, what he's seeing. Chris Reynolds checking in the ball game now. Clemmy Alcorn at the tailback position. Here's a snap. Cash is going to look to pass. Cash is going to throw it up, and it is deflected. Incomplete pass. Try to go to J.T. Haynes there in the end zone.
Yeah, the defender just played that ball well. It was a good pass, and thankful J.T. Haynes got a hand on it to deflect it away from the defender.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Hounds. Clock stops with 4:45 to play in the third quarter. 28-14, and the Hounds need to capitalize on this drive.
We go all sides, and it does look like the Jackrabbits will jump. And they will call it against the Jackrabbits.
Well, I love the crew. I love what they do right there. They call the flag goes up, blow the whistle. The official calls what it is. The umpire's marking the ball off. Now we're ready to go. I love that. A lot of times the referee will have to come over and explain it to both sides, what he saw and what happened, and then he has to go out and explain to the crowd again and signal to the crowd in the press box, and then he has to walk over and tell the umpire, and the umpire marks the ball off. Good officiating crew here.
Here's the snap. We'll go Clemmy Alcorn inside. Clemmy Alcorn's got a hold. Tough running. Clemmy Alcorn. Giving 5 on the play. Be brought down at the 14.
Tackle made by number 5, Dalton Smith. Also 53 on the
4:26 as the clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 28-14 over Lonoke.
Ball at the 14. 2nd down and 5.
Monquel Cox back in the tailback position. Here's the snap. Cash Forster going to look to pass. Cash has got Zaywin Smith open. Zaywin Smith makes a guy miss, and Zaywin Smith's going to have a first down inside the 10-yard line for the Greyhounds.
9-yard line.
Big first down there.
First down, Newport.
Looks like they're going to spot the ball at about the 6. No, excuse me, the 8. So we've got 8 yards to go to get 6.
Cash is just throwing the football exceptionally well. The receivers are running perfect precision routes and handling the ball once it's thrown to them.
Yeah, the chemistry is clicking this year.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel. Monquel trying to cut back. Monquel, tough running.
Just takes nothing and makes something. Lonoke had it played perfectly. He just made a good move in the backfield and evaded 2 guys and gained about 3.
Got 3 to the 5. That's right, Ben. 3:40 to play, third quarter. Hounds knocking on the door. Second down and goal from the 5.
Clemmy Alcorn checking the ball game at tailback. Hounds going to go double tight here. Here's the snap. We're going to look to pass. Cash Forster throws it, and it's incomplete. I believe Zane Watkins right there, our offensive guard, was lined up at receiver.
Little deception.
Well, it's a huge penalty against the Greyhounds. Back to the 10 from the 5. Still be second down, I presume. Our ineligible receiver lost a down, so it is third down. Third down and goal from the 10 here.
Three minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Hounds are going to have to make a play here. They got a couple of downs to get 10.
Trips to the top of your screen. And the Hounds looked a false start there, so back them up.
A false start against Newport.
Another 5.
So the Hounds will have 2 plays to get 15.
Not what you want to do ideally in this situation, but we'll make do. See what John Bradley draws up here. I'm going to say look for Julius Clark.
Aaron Davis in the ball game at tailback. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash is hitting the backfield, and Cash is going to be brought down for a sack.
Came off the edge. And the Hounds are going backwards. So it's fourth or third down. I guess it's, they didn't give us a loss of down a while ago on ineligible end. So third down from the 22.
Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash is flush. And Cash is sacked once again.
Same kid, same position on the field.
Lonoke seems to have the momentum here as they stop Newport with a loss there on third down, bring up a fourth down and goal from about the 30.
We're going to bring this kid again. Here he comes again. See if the Hounds have an answer.
Zane goes in motion. Here's the snap. Cash is going to look fast. Cash is going to throw it up, and it's intercepted inside the 5-yard line. Lonoke's looking return. He's outside. He's going to get across the 40 and get across midfield where he's knocked out of bounds. And then there comes the flag.
Looks like a late hit on Newport.
And you can feel the momentum swing right here in the Lonoke's direction.
Well, you had a second down and goal from the 5. And the drive ends up with Lonoke inside Newport territory. And in a 15-yard penalty against the Hounds, will put these guys in great field position to try to cut a 2-touchdown lead to 1. Down to the 32. go defense.
First and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Here's a snap. Quarterback keep. And he's going to be brought down by Clemmy Alcorn.
You got at least 3 and maybe 4. Give him 4. It's too much on first down. 1:35, clock moving, 28-14 Hounds. Funny how football is and sports in general. From a momentum standpoint, these guys are trailing by a couple of touchdowns and have all the momentum in the world. We're one stop away from regaining that momentum.
Here's the snap, and just a bobbled snap. It looks like he's going to get on it.
Third down. Third down and 11 for Lonoke.
So now make it 3rd and 11 after the bobbled snap. Now here comes the flag.
Third down flag.
Looks like the quarterback was mouthing to the white hat, and the white hat said, well, just tack it on.
Well, you can't do that, and that is a huge penalty against Lonoke.
Mark off back to the 48-yard line. A third down and 26.
Lots of discussion going on here. So 3rd down and 26 from the 48. And we need a little heat here on the quarterback.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to drop back, looking to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's finally going to escape the pocket. He's going to throw it. Monquel Cox, almost his 2nd interception.
For a great move to the football by Monquel Cox, just couldn't come down with it.
That's tremendous defense that time. And punting situation for Lonoke, and a big stop by the Hound defense, helped by the penalty, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Need a big return here and get that momentum fired back up and rolling.
And Julius Clark will be deep for the Greyhounds. Good snap and a high punt. And it's going to take a bounce for us. And it'll be marked 30-yard line for the Greyhounds.
So the Hound defense does what they have to do. They come up with a big stop, and that is a temporary momentum swing back to the Hounds. The Hound offense, who drove it down to the 5 and had to take it down and go from the 5 and threw the pick and gave them tremendous field position after the penalty on the return. And the defense does their job. And penalties on both drives were some calls of ineffectiveness on the offenses.
33 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds will take over on our own 30-yard line.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel. Monquel's got a big hole. Monquel Cox. Give him 6 on the play. Monquel Cox.
Tackle was made by 25, Chris Lucas.
Good running there by Monquel to bring up 2nd down and 4 as the Greyhounds elect to let the 3rd quarter expire.
Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, where a lot more than just a building center. You can get paint, carpet, Carhartt clothing to go along with everything you need for building projects. From minor repairs to major renovations, think Ace is the place on Highway 367 North in Newport, the Churchman family. And Iberia Bank, located at 200 Olivia Drive here in Newport, offering all types of banking services. Billy Keating and all the crew say good luck to Coach Mark Hinsley and the Newport Greyhounds and Coach Mark McGee and the Newport Grey Pups.
Lifelong relationship. Go Hounds.
Boy, the Grey Pups with a huge 42-8 victory last night over the Osceola Seminoles and what was billed as
Located next to Unity Hospital. Stop by and see your hometown pharmacy.
really a conference championship type game.
Prescription needs. Go Hounds.
And if you hadn't had an opportunity to get out and watch the Pups play, find you a schedule and come follow the Newport Gray Post, because let me tell you what, they're pretty good.
Newport Community. Once again, Southwest Field. Go out.
We're going into the fourth quarter with a 2-touchdown lead. We led by 2 at the half. Only scoring we got was a Monquel Cox 36-yard pick six for a touchdown. And the Hound offense is coming up with a second down and about 4 yards to go, a short 4 from their own 36-yard line. Guys, you control the football here, control the clock, put points on the board. Hit a time-consuming drive.
Yeah, we have opportunity here to really put the dagger in there. And just, they're trying to close the gap, and we are trying to extend the lead here. Go up by 3.
Yeah, big drive here for the Hounds.
Here comes motion. We'll go Theron Davis outside. Theron Davis still on his feet, going to be brought down. A gain of 1.
37 yard line. Second down and 9.
Be 3rd down and 3 for the Greyhounds. 11:41, clock still rolling here in the fourth quarter. Go no play. They don't take the bait.
Here's the snap, and we go Theron Davis up the middle again. Theron Davis tough running. Theron Davis still on his feet. Theron Davis will not go down. Theron Davis finally blows the whistle.
5 Lonoke Jackrabbits and still could not bring that guy down. They blow him down.
He didn't go down, did he?
He never went down. There's that confidence that I was talking about.
Running with authority, no doubt, Ben.
Theron Davis is just a sophomore.
Give the Hounds the first down, mark it at the 49. Trying to knock on the door here for a touchdown.
11 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter.
Monquel Cox checking into the ball game. Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel Cox outside. Monquel Cox still on his feet. Monquel Cox won't go down either, and finally does.
Well, we are running the ball extremely hard tonight. I love it.
Give him 4, make it 2nd and 6 on the play.
When Monquel Cox sees another one of his teammates and his running back running tremendous hard, that becomes contagious. Then Monquel says, if Theron Davis is going to run hard, not go down, I'm going to run hard, I'm not going to go down. So that is very, very contagious and very positive for this Newport offense. We'll take 4 on every play.
Oh, absolutely. 10-13 clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Hounds.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel up the middle. Monquel Cox still on his feet. Monquel Cox once again tough running.
Just running the ball with authority tonight.
Brian Smith, agency manager, Farm Bureau Insurance. We certainly thank Brian and his company, the company of Farm Bureau Insurance, for helping sponsor Greyhound football. Been a part of it for a long, long time. And thank you to the Smith family. Brian Smith, 206 North Harwood Street, Newport, 523-8946.
Big 3rd and 4. Cash gonna look to pass, and he's got a man, and it's through our hands. JT Haynes.
JT open out here in the flat. Guy was giving him some cushion, and he just couldn't bring it in.
Well, 4th and 4. And decision time from the Hounds. We had the play, we had the right play. We just couldn't finish the execution. So what will the Hounds do here? 9:31, leading by a couple of scores.
4th down and 4 for Newport.
It is 4th and 4, and the Hounds look to go for it here.
I like the call.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel Cox. Monquel Cox is going to be short of a first down. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Give Lonoke credit. They just made a great play, great defensive stop. 9:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hounds lead it by the score of 28-14 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. So they'll take over about the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line.
Make them earn everything they get. We've got to call timeout over here because we don't have either one of these receivers covered here. Yeah, Coach Heisley gets a timeout. We're confused defensively on personnel. There wasn't anybody covering these two receivers out to the bottom of the screen. And I think Mark obviously saw the confusion on. Maybe looked like a personnel didn't know who was going to. Somebody didn't know that they were supposed to be in the game. So the Hounds will call a timeout there. 9:24 to play, 28-14. The Hounds went for it on 4th and 4, didn't make it and give it up to Lonoke. So the next several minutes will be very, very interesting. This drive, to say the least, will be huge in the football game. Mark McGoy and McGoy Family Farms, proud to be a part of the great Greyhound tradition. McGoy saluting the 2018 Newport Greyhounds. Eye Care RX Pharmacy at 1117 McLean Street in Newport. Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Full service pharmacy including specialty compounds and large over-the-counter medications, vitamins and supplies. Medical supply store. Free delivery. Let us help you be well. 523-5555. And Brenda Benish, Modern Women of America, 106 South State Street, making a positive impact in our community as Brenda does, being part of something bigger than yourself. Brenda Benish.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. He's pressured. He's just going to throw up a prayer. And great coverage by the Greyhounds.
Monquel Cox there making a great defensive play, along with number 10 Spencer Murphy. Had the guy double coverage, as Hayden said. They just kind of threw up a prayer.
And the ball was behind the intended receiver. Great coverage into double coverage.
9:17 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hounds lead at 28-14.
2nd and 10 for Lonoke. Here's the snap, and they'll go dive up the middle. And he's hitting the backfield still on his feet. He makes a few guys miss, and then Clemmy Alcorn and J.T. Haynes coming up with a big tackle.
Along with number 5, Clemmy Alcorn.
Clock under 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Hounds up by 14 points. 3rd down and 10 coming up. And Randy Klopeska once again encouraging the Hound fans to get on their feet on this big 3rd down play.
Randy C., tag team partner.
Many, many years.
8:43 as the clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. Just a slant over the middle. And he runs over a guy. He's still on his feet. There goes the ball's loose. And Lonoke's going to jump on it, but it's going to be short of a first down.
That is correct. That kid had a first down and got hit, fumbled the football back to the 50-yard line. That young man is slow to get up. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
From midfield.
We'll just keep it right here till they tend to this young man and talk about a few things. And once again, what a night, a Heroes Appreciation Night, when you salute all those law enforcement and paramedic folks who serve our community. And congratulations to Derek Ratliff winning the first ever Patrick Weatherford Award, I guess we would call it.
No doubt well deserving for him.
Eric's one of those guys that does a lot for our community and really kind of an unsung hero down at the city, and we appreciate the hard work that he does. But honoring Wardell Pennington for his many years of service, and also Jonathan Dunn, EMTs, and Luke Gons from the fire side of it. Tell you what we'll do, we'll just break right here. We are back, and we were only off the air for 30 seconds or so, but young man coming up a little lame. This is a huge play right here. 8:20 to play in the game, and it's 28-14. This is 4th down and 2.
I'm looking for the dive, Hayden.
Here comes the trips to the top of your screen. Here's the snap, and they do go dive. Julius Clark's there. And the ball's on the ground. They're going to mark him down. If they give him that spot, it is going to be a first down.
2nd and 3rd effort by the kid. We had him stuffed And just give those guys credit. They made a play, and they get a first down on 4th down and 2. The Hounds couldn't convert on 4th and 4, and these guys convert on 4th and 2.
Bring up first down from the Greyhound 47.
Trips again to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. Quarterback, low snap, but he's got time to throw. He's got a guy open. And James Dixon just sticking his hand up there, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that way to deflect by Dixon there. Bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Greyhound 47. 7:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Hounds lead it by 2 touchdowns, a score of 28-14. Love to see the Hound defense get a big stop for a loss right here.
Their offensive line protection has been good.
Here's the snap. Quarterback keep, and he's met. And great job, Clemmy Alcorn and Monquel Cox there.
Zane Watkins in that mess of bodies also. Boy, kid plays hard.
On both sides of the football.
Yes.
Give him 1 on the play. They'll spot the ball at the Greyhound 46.
The guys that play inside, Dalton Phillips, he's in there working hard.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. He's pressured out of the pocket. He's just going to throw it up. He's got a man back there, and an incomplete pass.
Played well by number 10, Spencer Murphy, to knock it down.
Excellent coverage by Spencer. Can't believe that they didn't see the holding penalty right there.
They've let a lot of those get away, I have noticed tonight. Probably on both sides. Bring up 4th down and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line. And Lonoke looks like they're going to go for it. 7 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Hounds lead at 28-14. Play clock down to 5.
And they do.
Could not get it off, could they, Hayden?
Call it timeout.
Timeout, Lonoke.
Well, it's huge, a huge play coming up. Maybe 4th and 9, and 4th and 8 on the board. And looks closer to 9.
The sticks show it to be 9. 7 minutes remain here in the 4th quarter. Hounds still holding on to a 2-possession lead. The score of 28-14.
Amanda Reynolds has rejoined Bratcher Real Estate at 732 Malcolm Avenue. Give her a call on her cell phone number at 870-217-2133. Amanda Reynolds. Well, fellas, I'd say a big play here.
Really big play, and it could be the difference in the ball game right here, David.
No doubt about that one.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. He's pressured out of the pocket and then just throws a strike. And it looks like Julius Clark with the interception for the Newport Greyhounds.
Well, it's one of those things that you look at now and you go, I'm glad we got the interception, but the most important thing is to knock it down. It'll cost us about 30 yards, but listen, anytime a kid makes a play like that, we're going to applaud him and say, great play by Julius Clark. Great play.
They're going to call it incomplete, looks like.
Good, I hope so. Incomplete pass, first down. I'll take that. Yes, sir.
Hounds will take over at our own 46-yard line.
Julius did make a very intelligent play. He knocked that ball down. Attaboy, Julius. See, I knew it all the time. But what a huge play. 4th down and 9, and those guys take it down the field. They've had some guys open in that. Hounds need to run some clock. Let's put points on the board if we can. But let's run some clock. Those guys down to 1 timeout left.
Here's the snap. We're going to go Clemmy Alcorn. Clemmy Alcorn cuts it back up. Clemmy Alcorn just tough running. Clemmy going to be brought down around the 50-yard line. Give him 4 on the play, Clemmy Alcorn.
It's contagious.
Those legs just continue to churn, and you continue to fight tooth and nail for every yard you can get. Awesome job of running by Clemmy.
2nd down and 6 from the 50.
6:31. Clock continues to roll here in the 4th quarter. Hounds lead at 28-14.
This is where I like Cash Forrester on my team because he is a game manager. I could see right there in the huddle he was looking at that clock. He's going to use every second of it. Here's the snap, and we'll go Clemmy. Clemmy's hitting the backfield. A loss of 1 or 2 on the play.
Number 57, Connor Prince, is battling this old boy here from Lonoke. Been battling him all night. I like it, Connor. Good job.
Well, let me tell you what, Connor will get after you. I guarantee you. You know, we never get the opportunity to talk about how good that offensive line does. You know, Coach Hansen and I talked about the offensive, defensive line. Those guys on offense never get their name called, never score a touchdown. But those guys in the trenches do the work, man. They do the work. Third and 8.
Here's the snap, and we'll go Clemmy trying to get outside. Clemmy Alcorn's got daylight. Clemmy Alcorn breaks. Clemmy Alcorn makes a guy miss. Clemmy Alcorn makes another guy miss. Clemmy Alcorn makes another guy miss. Clemmy Alcorn inside the 5, and they're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Clemmy Alcorn. I think that was 4 guys he made miss right there.
Just elusive. He just kept dodging them and kept juking them and kept stepping around them, and he'd stop and then he'd go. I love watching those running backs get out there in open field and make plays like that.
I think it was J.T. Haynes down there just trying to make a block, just getting in front of people. He said, I'm going to hit somebody. You go that way, and if you go that way, I'll block this way. And he did, and he said, all right, if you come back this way, I'll come over here and try to block. Come on, Hounds, put it in here.
Hounds will go under center. Here's the snap. We'll go quarterback sneak. Cash Forrester.
Cash Forrester.
And they show touchdown, Hounds.
Touchdown, Hounds.
Big time drive there for the Greyhound offense to put us up by 3 scores.
Well, if you look at the sequence of plays, the last time the Hounds had the football, they had 4th down and 4 from near the 40, 42, 43-yard line. They got stuffed on it, gave the football up there. Those guys converted their 4th and 2. The Hounds come back and just play tremendous defense, knocked down a pass, covered some real estate, Ratcher real estate. Hounds into the end zone, 34-14 with the extra point kick coming, and it is good. 35-14, pretty good sequence of plays right there, Hayden.
Absolutely. Clemmy Alcorn, he's not going to get credit for the touchdown, but good night. That's just tough running. You see every night, Clemmy Alcorn, he's been a guy to watch this year for the Greyhounds.
You know, Mike Wilcox with a great game last week, over 200 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns, and the hero of the game. And then you come into that, and I think he took point that Theron was running that ball exceptionally hard, real hard. And he says, I'm going to run it hard too. And he did. And then you come back, and then you got Clemmy. It says, if you guys are going to run hard, I'm going to run hard. It's a contagious, positive influence that these guys have for each other, with each other. And that's the camaraderie and that bonding of teammates. And it just excites me when I see kids play hard. You can play hard. You can play hard every stinking play if you want to play hard.
And it shows. Referee gives his pre-kickoff speech as he makes his way to the sidelines.
Martin Automotive kickoff coming up, martinautomotive.com. And our kickoff team has been a lot better this week than it was last week.
Orlando Noquez is going to kick a high kick around the 20-yard line. He's going to break a tackle and try to get outside where he's knocked out of bounds.
About the 42, it looks like they're going to spot him.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. First and 10 but they're on 42.
1st and 10 from the 42. Hounds lead at 35-14. 5 minutes and 16 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter.
Andrew Pitts in on that kickoff that time. Pretty good coverage by him. So with 5:16 to go, the Hounds up 3 scores, 21 points, 35-14.
First and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Here's the snap. Quarterback will look to pass. Pressured out of the pocket. Still looking down the field. Incomplete pass.
Tremendous pressure from Clemmy Alcorn and a couple other Hound linemen. And then awesome coverage out here by number 20, J.T. Haynes, to knock the pass down.
Dalton Phillips was coming. Zane Watkins was coming. Dalton a little slow to get up. Get back over there, young man, and get after him. Pass was a little bit behind the intended receiver. Brings up second down and 10. Clock stops. 5:01 to play in the football game. 35-14 Hounds.
Second and 10. Here's the snap, and we'll go handoff. And he's got a lot of room. Cuts back the other side, and the Hounds are going to try to strip the football, but he's still on his feet. He runs a guy over, and he's still on his feet. Knocked around the 35-yard line.
The nose guard made the tackle 15 yards down the field. Number 53, Jagger Robinson, hustling, playing hard. Like to see that from a sophomore.
Give him a first down.
4:48 remaining in the game.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He is sacked. Zane Watkins.
Initial pressure by number 32, Julius Pruitt.
I guess it's really the first time we've got to that guy tonight.
Second down and 17.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
He's had great protection.
Second and 17 now for Lonoke. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass, and he just gets it off. Zane Watkins.
Off the helmet of Zane Watkins. Clemmy Alcorn with the pressure and rushes him.
Clemmy Alcorn came scot-free right there.
Well, if they run a long count right here on this one, Clemmy's going to be offsides because he is coming. He's coming, brother.
And Zane Watkins looked like he might have got chopped or cut right there. As soon as he stands up, ball hits him right in the helmet. Had no idea where it was. It'll bring up third and 17 now for Lonoke. They go long count, and the Hounds do fall for it. Offsides on the Greyhounds.
Well, I promise you, they were thinking the exact same thing that I was thinking. You go long count, we're going to jump.
Well, we're just playing that aggressive.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Getting after folks.
10 years back, here you go.
Let's do it. That's what football's all about. .408 remaining here in the fourth.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to pass. Throws a bullet, and it's incomplete. Bring up fourth and 12 now. And you could almost bet if the Hounds stop them right here that this game is pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of time or plenty of chances to burn the clock, get it down under a minute, maybe just shy of a minute.
We need to hold them here. Let's hold them, guys.
Fourth and 12. Here's a snap for Lonoke. Going to look to pass. He's pressured. Getting outside the pocket again. Throws a bullet, and it's incomplete. Once again, the Newport Greyhound defense shows up on fourth down.
And it's incredible how much these guys have done that the last year and 2+ football games, almost 3 games. Because I'm going to tell you what, on fourth down, these guys have been absolutely outstanding last year and the first 3 games this year.
I've said it all year long. Defense will win you championships. And if you can stop somebody on fourth down, you can win the big one. .35-14, and the Hounds need to run off 4 minutes. Lonoke with only 1 timeout.
Sure, the Hounds will keep the football on the ground.
Number 6, Andrew Pitts checking into the ball game for the Greyhounds. Motion. Here's the snap, and we'll go Monquel up the middle. Monquel Cox bouncing it outside. Monquel is going to be brought down for a loss of yards.
And didn't want to go down then.
Clock's rolling.
Clock's rolling. 3:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Chris Lucas, also 53. Will Needle. Second down, 15.
Play clock has just started. Hounds will come to the line and get set.
Well, again, and as Hayden mentioned earlier, Cash will run some of that clock.
A tremendous game manager.
Here's the snap. We're going to go up the middle once again. Monquel Cox going to be brought down near the 35-yard line. Cash didn't snap that until 5 seconds was on the play clock.
3 minutes and counting. Clock still ticking. Third down and about 11.
Run some clock, guys.
17 seconds remain on the play clock.
Long count. Lonoke does not fall for it. Get the play in, and here we go with Theron Davis up the middle. Theron Davis has got some room outside. Theron Davis still on his feet. Theron Davis across the 40-yard line.
Got a stiff arm on the first guy, then a spin move, then another juke move. Just running the ball well tonight.
2:15, clock moving. The Hounds will punt here, leading 35-14. George Kell Motor Company player of the game. And the Subway coaches report coming up at the conclusion of the contest. Our bad boy mowers, hit of the week.
Jagger Robinson.
Jagger Robinson.
Here's the snap, and it's a high one. Cash is going to get it off. Lonoke has no one deep, and it's going to take a Greyhound roll, and we're going to touch it.
Cash handled the errant snap. Shows you how good an athlete he is. And immediately knew that he had to kick the football. And did so. 1:41 to play.
Getting some guys in, some younger guys getting some playing time here. Now the last matchup before the conference play. 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits on the 33. Here's the snap. Gonna just look to throw it deep. And it is incomplete. Great coverage right there. Chris Reynolds and Jalen Gist.
Jalen almost had a pick. Great coverage by the alternate group. 133, 35-14.
Here's the snap. Flushed out of the pocket looking. He throws it. And it's going to be incomplete. Make it 3rd and 10 now for Lonoke.
Great coverage by the Hounds. We get them all identified. We'll try to.
Number 54, Jabraylon Brown. Number 50, Kevin Dixon.
8, Chris Reynolds. We know that.
Chris Reynolds.
52, Craig Falwell.
18, Gavin Tarwater.
25, Travis Smith. Here's the snap, and he has pressured Spencer Molinax. And they get the screen, and he's got room to run. And that will give them a 1st down and more. Brought down at the 49-yard line.
Tackle made there by number 11, Tommy Colbert. And the quarterback is down for Lonoke.
Well, he has run a lot tonight. He scrambled. Watched a great documentary last night on SEC storied Fran Tarkington. and the great quarterback that he was, a scrambling type guy, and as they tend to their quarterback here, and hope he's going to be okay. But Tarkenton, one of those guys who just wouldn't go down. I mean, he would run one way and then turn around and run 40 yards to the other side, then somebody would be there and he'd run 35 yards back to the other side.
Was that the medieval or the Stone Age?
Well, Tarkenton played during the, I guess, the 70s and 60s and 70s. If you don't know who Fran Tarkenton is, he held the record for about 15 years. Most touchdown passes in the NFL and most yards in the NFL. It was broken by Dan Marino. Francis Tarkenton, the Georgia Peach. One of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. Do a little research, boys. Do a little research.
Go right to Google and check it out.
Francis Tarkenton.
First and 10, the clock is moving. Under a minute now. First and 10 at the 49. Here's the snap, and they'll go handoff up the middle. Great run for the Jackrabbits. Going to be short of a first down.
I think Lonoke's got some of their second guys in there also. They do. 40 seconds to play.
Under 30 seconds. And here's the snap, and they'll just hand it off. The 15's got some room. And great tackle. Jalen Gist once again. Clock will stop on the first down.
24 seconds remain in the ball game. Hounds lead at 35-14 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Clock continues to roll. 15 seconds.
Here's the snap, and they'll hand it off again. He's still on his feet. And the ball is on the ground. Chris Reynolds is going to pick it up. Chris Reynolds is going to try to go the distance the other way. Chris Reynolds finally goes down, and the game is over. Your Newport Greyhounds 35, Lonoke Jackrabbits 14.
Well, a lot of big plays in the Nats football game, guys. The Hounds come away. We've been a pretty good Lonoke team. Got behind 7-0, but once they tied up 7-7, it was pretty well much all Greyhounds after that, winning, going away 35-14. Ben Black, your final thoughts?
Just played well. Got met with some adversity to start the game, and we overcame. And that's all you can ask from a group of high school athletes. It just when adversity hits, you just bow your neck up and go out there and play Greyhound football, and that's what we did.
Hayden, the Hounds win 35-14. They go 2-1 in conference play and had a chance to be 3-0.
Yeah, and they're going to look back on that Pottsville game, and I've said it at the Greene County Tech game, the last time that the Hounds lost their first game. They were semifinalists that year. They ended up winning 11 games that year. So if we can stay on that track, I like the chances of this Greyhound, especially if the offense plays as well as they've been playing in the past 2 weeks and the defense holds people on 3rd and 4th down like that, we've got a good shot to make a deep run.
Well, the Hounds go to 2-1 with a convincing 35-14 victory over the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and that'll do it for us. Coach Hinesley in the Subway Coaches Report. But first, coming up next, Player of the Game, sponsored by George Kell Motor Company. George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game is Julius Clark, and also the U.S. Army Player of the Game, Week 3, Newport versus Lonoke, the U.S. Army 5th Recruiting Brigade, Fort Sam Houston, Texas. Congratulations to Julius Clark.
Thank you.
Boy, you had a heck of a football game tonight. You've got all your accolades, the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game and the U.S. Army Player of the Game. Talk a little bit about your performance out there tonight. Number one, it's a victory for the Hounds, and it's a huge victory for the Hounds. Talk a little bit about it.
Yes, sir, it is. It's great. And it was our last show before conference, and that shows the conference that we're coming to play.
We are going to be coming to play, and you play on both sides of the ball. You're a receiver, you're a blocker, you play linebacker, you play cornerback. You were all over the field tonight. Let's go back to the interception because we were a little confused. They had a fourth down play. Tell us what happened on that play and tell us what the result was because they ended up bringing the football back.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was. They threw a flag. It must have been like a hold or something.
On them.
Oh, no, yeah,
but you did intercept the football.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're good there. We thought you did, and then we thought, well, maybe they said he did, and then we brought it back. We didn't know exactly, but I want you to talk a little bit about the guys that you play with. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the offensive and defensive lines.
Oh yeah, they're great. Offensive line, I mean, they're just outstanding. We push them every week in practice. We push them, and then we know we got to push them because they're like it starts with them. So.
Cash throwing the football. We've got a great receiving core. Like being out there on the perimeter and catching that football?
Yes, sir. I love it.
What you look back on tonight's ball game, any particular play, come to mind as being a big play as far as you were concerned because you made several big plays tonight?
Yes, sir. I love Pooh Bear's pick six.
Yes, sir.
I had to block on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I had to make sure he got in the end zone.
That boy. Well, I know that you guys play with reckless abandon, defensively, and you get after folks, and it's a tribute to y'all's hard work and that guy standing right there and the coaching staff. Talk a little bit about what these guys preach to y'all all the time and why y'all play so hard, because y'all play hard.
It's just discipline. We gotta go out there and make sure, coach.
Well, go ahead. You got to make him do what? You go out there for the coach?
We gotta make him happy.
You bet you do. You better make him happy, hadn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You better make him happy. But it's okay. And I got to ask you this. I know we talked to you before. Senior year.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding 3-year career. What do you plan on doing after you get out of high school, Julius?
Plan on attending college somewhere.
Okay. Hadn't made any decisions yet?
I'm looking at OBU.
Okay.
Yes,
Good
sir.
deal. Good deal. You gonna try to continue this career that you have here? You gonna continue to try to play a little football, or just go down there and be a student?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to continue.
There you go. That's what I thought you would. Well, I know this. I know you're a fine young man. I know you folks and know a lot of you kin folks, and you play hard. You play with reckless abandon. The George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game, and this is nice right here. I didn't know that we were going to do this tonight until somebody told me about it before the game. But the U.S. Army Player of the Game, Julius Clark, he had a great football game. You guys continue to play hard, get better. Let's get in this conference season. It could be a great run for the Hounds.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thanks.
Subway Coaches Report with Mark Hansley. And, Coach, the Newport Greyhounds are 2-1.
Yep.
And there's never a better time to beat 2-1 than when you beat the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
I'm telling you. And that's what I told the kids even out there is I don't know why this was so sweet, but it is. It's that final game of phase one, like we always talk about. And now we're getting ready, and we put everything we can on film, and we've done everything we can to get ready for this conference run that we're about to go on. So it's a good win, big win.
Well, I want to talk about a couple things specifically tonight. We had the big pick six, coming out at halftime, and when you're in the dressing room and you're at Lonoke, and you're down a couple of scores, and you're getting the football, and your whole plan, your whole design is what we're going to do when we get the football, we'll drive it down there and score. And it didn't happen for them, so it all of a sudden changes. Huge playing football game now.
Let me tell you something about Monquel Cox. That kid, if you've kept up with him, not only last weekend, he had a great game offensively. Right. Look back at the film, and he had a great game defensively.
Right, absolutely.
And same play right there, man. He is just a player. I don't know what to say about him. He was in the right spot at the right time and just made a play. And he almost had another pick down here in midfield. So he's a player, and I'm glad he's on our side.
No doubt about it, and it obviously not just changed the momentum. Hounds elect to go for it one time on 4th down and 4. We didn't make it, and they come back 4th and 2 and make it, and then all of a sudden the Hounds are just in control, and we're down here scoring. But I want to talk first of all about Cash again.
Yeah.
Just he and his receivers, great job of the offensive line.
Yep.
Cash throwing the football exceptionally well.
Man, we were hitting him across that middle a lot tonight, and he's just experienced. I don't know what to say about him. He is just an experienced. It's almost like he just sits back there and he's just calm.
Right, he is, isn't he?
And he's not afraid to take a hit if he has to. He gets out of the pocket a little better than what you think he does, and he just sits in there and makes the throws. And that just comes from experience, the kid's work ethic. I can't tell you how many balls he's thrown in this field over the last 3 years practice and games. So it's just experience, and it's the kid just being confident in what he's doing. And man, he's really turned into a true leader this year.
Our receivers run great routes, and then after we catch the ball, our other guys block for them.
Yeah, and I did see that one time. We had a I think it was Julius maybe I can't remember, who had one across the middle there, and I can't remember who it was on this side. I think maybe JT picked up a block,
You bet.
strung him to the edge. I mean, so that's just people helping people right there, and that's how you get these wins, and that's how we roll right now. So
well, we talked about how it's contagious when people run the football hard and you play hard. 2 was running real hard, and then 4
Yes.
got the ball a couple times. He ran the ball real hard, and then 5 got the ball, and then he ran real hard. And then all of a sudden, we got 3 guys that running the football hard.
Davis surprised me tonight.
Yeah,
he
ran the
really
football hard.
surprised me. He's been that kid that we try to get to that edge, and he can be just a game buster, man, on the edge. He ran the ball hard in the
Yes, he
tackles
did.
tonight. I'm talking about hard. Because one time I saw him run, and I saw him just carrying folks, and I thought to myself, well, who is that? Is that Monquel? Is that Clement? Because I wasn't thinking that.
Right.
Man, that's just a big game for that kid, and to show us what he can really do inside tackles.
He was solid tonight, no
Very
doubt
solid.
about it, and he adds that extra burst of speed when he needs to. But if that guy can run the football inside the tackles, I mean, the sky's the limit for him.
It is.
Let's talk defensively, Coach. I thought, it says 35-14,
Yep.
but they throw a long pass to get on their first drive after wasn't too long because with the onside kick,
Yeah.
it just got a great bounce. They got a lucky break. They took advantage of that, throw a pass down there and then take it in. But they didn't get much after that.
Yeah, well, one of the big critical areas we always talk about sudden change, and when you have a big turnover like that in the onside kick that got us, it's hard to get a team picked up after
Right.
that, and that's what you saw on that, and that happens so many times after a big play like that for them. And but I think our defense really growed up a little bit more tonight than they have. Julius Clark, what we just had here, I talked him up in the halftime so much. He did a great job on the edge. He did a lot better on the edge this game that he's done the last 2 games, and he's really it makes us. It cuts the field down so much when those guys can set that edge, and I think that's what we saw tonight more is setting that edge. And they had to throw a lot. I mean, they took a lot of shots, and I thought our kids really stepped up and made plays deep. And I think we growed up a lot tonight. I really do.
Well, I think our defensive line just kept coming on that, and I think we sacked the guy a couple of times late. But I do know this: he was under duress the whole night long. He never just got back to sit back here and say, "Okay, I'm gonna pick out a receiver."
Yeah.
We were after him.
Yeah, and he got out of the pocket a few times because I talked about containing him a lot because he was a runner. He was a runner, and he scared me to death on the scrambles, and you saw a lot of that. But I thought we had Jagger Robinson played almost pretty much the whole second half.
Right.
And that kid has a motor. Alex kind of tweaked his knee a little bit, so we pulled him and put Jagger in at nose, and man, we didn't hardly miss a beat.
He did well, didn't he?
I thought Jagger just ran to the football. I thought he was hungry the whole night when he was out there, and so I'm got some good stuff on film on Jagger Robinson this
Coach, 2-1, and you look at, give me an assessment of your first 3 ball games and where we are and where we need to be.
I think offense has proved to me what they truly can do. I've said it all along with this group is they're the experienced group. They're our glue this year for this team, and I think another game plan this week that really went through. Cash can do it all for us. We got running backs that can do it, and an O-line that's very capable of putting us in a good run and a pass situation. I think our O-line or our offensive unit as a whole is very strong right now.
Right.
I think our defense, like I said, has grown up a lot over the last 3 weeks. I think they have started to figure out how they have to get downhill to stop the runs, and then just make plays on the back end. I think we're still growing and learning at that end. And the special teams, we're just still trying to get to that mistake-free field position type game, and it some of it because we're personnel and some dudes and trying to get some people on the field, but I think everything's starting to gel and come together. I know this week we had a great week of practice.
Good.
And you always feel that way when you have a great week of practice. You know they're going to get a good result when you come out here. And I mean, home game, the atmosphere was awesome.
What a crowd. What a huge crowd.
Huge crowd. It's a great night because of the Heroes Appreciation. It's just everything just tonight. Like I told Ricky on the interview on the field, it's just storybook, man. It's just everything set up right, and it's just a great night. I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, we're excited about where the Newport Greyhounds are, 2-1, and you look at and listen, we played a tough schedule.
Yeah.
You play a 5A school and 2 solid 4A schools that are going to win a lot of football games. And we come out of 2-1.
Yeah, and then Pottsville. I think if we could have that back a little bit, we'd play a little bit different. Now they were physical, but we learned so much in that game. Learned so much in that game, and every game has just been a learning experience since then. So, man, I think we're right where we need to be, getting ready for a Walnut Ridge and a conference run. fun.
I'm looking forward to the run. I think it's an opportunity for this football team to do very, very well. And you get into that meat of that schedule, which is the conference season, and that determines playoff seedings, and that's what you play for.
That's
and you play to get a good seed, and who knows who you match up with. You got to win enough games to get in.
You got to get
and
there.
Conference championship is always a goal, and obviously a state championship is always a goal. But I like where we're going, my friend. Mark Hasley with the George Kell Motor Company. Excuse me, the Subway in the Super Center, the Walmart Super Center, brings you the Coach Hasley Show each and every week. We thank you for taking time to come up and join us. And go Hounds.